Hello, good citizens. My name is Dan, and I'm here at the Privacy and Information Act Commissioner to drop off my official Privacy Act complaint for Greg Horonowich, who is the Vic PD Constable badge number 422 that commented on my YouTube video disclosing my personal information, which is contrary to the Privacy Act as well as contrary to the BC Police Act. Hi, good morning. I have a Privacy Act complaint to drop off.
Sure.
Yeah. And so this is basically what this is I've already, it's a Privacy Act complaint for a public body disclosing my personal information, and I've already given them the notice where they have an opportunity to sort of resolve it with me before the complaint, and after 30 business days they did not reply. So this is my official complaint in writing.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hi.
Are you with him?
It's on
We
there.
don't really video camera.
Yeah, there's just documenting him is all we're doing. The delivery of the document is all we're doing. So there's nobody else filmed. She's
Have a
not
good day.
filmed in it. So.
Okay, thank you.
We're allowed to film in here.
Yeah.
Anyone
Well,
is.
as long as you're not filming somebody else. You're filming
Well,
each other. it's
anything
fine.
anything we can see in here we can film.
No, not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily. Tyrant alert.
I like being given warnings about laws that aren't real.
What's that?
Well,
Yeah, I understand that some of them, because of the way they don't track them very, so they don't track the dynamic.
So, the lady that told us we can't film in here refused to ID herself. Hello, good citizens. My name is Dan, and this is an update to the Vic PD retaliation by Greg Horonowich, badge number 422. So, in a previous video I made called Vic PD Retaliation Exposed, Greg Horonowich, number 422, Criminal Acts, No Accountability, I went on in this lengthy video. I exposed how Greg retaliated against me and couldn't be held accountable. This was from not only making a complaint to the OPCC, but also making a unregistered complaint to Vic PD as per the BC Police Act. Now, I won't get into the results of those two complaints about this one incident in this video. I'm going to save that for the next video. This video is how Greg actually got held accountable and was actually disciplined from my complaint that I made to the Information and Privacy Act Commissioner. And I made a Privacy Act complaint because Greg actually commented on my YouTube channel and disclosed my personal information publicly. So the first step of the Privacy Act complaint process was to write Greg a letter asking him to explain his authority to release my personal information on social media when he wasn't authorized to do so by law, and he also didn't have my permission to do so. Well, not surprisingly, Greg didn't respond, and my complaint was accepted by the Privacy and Information Act Commissioner. And I was eventually contacted by one of their agents. We spoke at length about Greg retaliating and releasing my personal information on social media. Shortly after, I received this letter from the same agent. Turns out Greg didn't have the authority to release my personal information on social media. And not only was Greg's retaliation contrary to Section 33 of FIPA, but Greg's retaliation was also contrary to two Vic PD policies, one called FIPA Rules Regarding Release of Investigative Information, and another one called Vic PD Social Media Policy. And Greg was actually disciplined. Well, if you could call it that. Greg had to sit through paid retraining. And according to Vic PD, quote, the officer now fully understands his obligations to protect personal information, unquote. Oh, now he understands. Oh, that's great. Now, one of the things that they ask you on the form when you make one of these complaints to the Information and Privacy Act Commissioner is they want to know, what do you want out of this? Like, what's your remedy? And my remedy, what I wanted out of this, was a written apology. And the agent for the Information and Privacy Act Commissioner handling this case put that forward to Vic PD. And even though Vic PD uses words like accountability, integrity, professionalism to describe their department, Greg refused to provide me with an apology in writing. So, in closing, what happens when police face actual impartial agencies for their misconduct? Well, this proves that Greg Horonowich not only improperly disclosed my personal information, contrary to the BC Police Act, but also committing the following: an offense to harass, intimidate anyone questioning or reporting police conduct, or making a complaint, abuse of authority, and improper off-duty conduct, as well as the Criminal Code of Canada under Section 139, subsection 2, obstruction of justice, and that would be 2 counts. Count 1 would be intimidation of a justice participant, and count 2 would be destruction of evidence. So stay tuned for the next video where I go into the complaint process of a registered complaint and a unregistered complaint about Greg's retaliation. I mean, if the Information and Privacy Act Commissioner can hold Greg accountable, so can the Police Act, right? Well, until then, leave a comment below. What do you think about Greg commenting on my YouTube channel and retaliating against me? And what about accountability, integrity, professionalism? By Greg refusing to provide me with an apology in writing, do you think Greg understands accountability, integrity, and professionalism? Leave a comment below. Just want to give a big shout out to the BC Privacy Act Commissioner, and thanks for watching.